want to introduce to you now the chairman of the Mississippi Tea Party. His name is Roy Nicholson. Roy is a strong supporter of every part of our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence. And he's taking it to heart. He's running for Alderman at Large in the city of Brandon. And he is here to tell you all about how fundamental our values are.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Don, and everybody for being here. We really appreciate the turnout. This is a very important issue. And before I get started, I got to tell you something. We're talking about magazine control. Somebody lost your spare magazine. Found it on the sidewalk. If you go by the Mississippi Tea Party table right over here and get signed up, and if you can describe that lost clip and holster, Miss Janice will give you back your clip. That's as close to gun control as we ought to be. Now, folks, contrary to the way Washington is treating us, we are still the free. We are still the brave. And, folks, this is still our land.
Hear, hear!
All of these would-be tyrants in the world and in history, they first disarmed their own people. And foolish people in places like Russia, in Germany, in China, and Cuba, and many other places around the world, they foolishly went along with that plan. The result was the slaughter of millions and millions of people.
Not here!
Not here. To quote something you've heard before, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that to what? Secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the government. We don't get our rights from the government. They get consent to have power from us.
Yeah!
And as free men, I'm willing to bet that we have not consented that the federal government should have the power to take away our guns and disarm us.
No.
Control of our lands and our lives. Did you give them consent? I didn't either. Therefore, listen carefully, therefore, Obama and that federal government has no just nor legitimate power to act in the manner in which they're doing.
Hear, hear!
Folks, tyrants must be resisted.
Hear, hear!
I am so proud of our governor that he stood up immediately in his own words to resist the unconstitutional acts of an out-of-control president. We must resist tyrants, especially when they're in our highest office. It is therefore the duty and obligation of our senators and our congressmen to stop this abuse of power. It is the duty and obligation of our governor and our state legislature to stand up against such abuse and resist any such act within our state. It is the duty and obligation of our sheriffs and police chiefs to shield us from federal agents who try to come in and impose such illegal and unconstitutional regulations. And folks, it is our duty. It's my duty, and it's your duty to stand up also and resist, be an informed, participating, active citizen, and do everything in a God-honoring way to resist all attempts to make us subjects rather than citizens. God bless you.